Today we had kind of an update on Windham, Bray Wyatt, and what he's doing now regarding the movie, and what he potentially could do regarding wrestling, talking about going back to WWE. And this all came from Jason Baker, talking to the RockNRoll Beer Guy Podcast. And there's a lot to digest. Talking on the movie, he said it's coming along. Hopefully people like it once we get it all put together. I had such a blast working with him and directing him when we did the original first 8 Firefly Funhouse segments. We just clicked and became really good friends. Now from that, subtly, I could take away that potentially Jason Baker is the one directing this movie, and that means that Bray Wyatt, Windham, is the guy starring in the movie, which a lot of people wondered if he'd be a star of, or if he'd be like a behind-the-scenes producer, director himself. Nice to know, though, the movie is still progressing, and maybe that is the reason why we haven't seen Bray Wyatt, Windham show up anywhere else in wrestling yet. Now, speaking on Bray's release, he said it was all above his pay grade. Again, I have an amazing relationship with Bray, an amazing relationship with the WWE. They have been amazing to us. Of course, I wish he was still there. It was some of the funnest things I ever got to do. Professionally, personally, was involved with him and the WWE. Now, that was an interesting statement to say amazing to us, because that goes against the entire narrative the dirt sheets have created regarding the relationship with Bray Wyatt and the WWE. However, I don't think it's all crystal clear. I think that's Jason Baker's perspective. He went on to be asked about if Bray would return, and he said, would I like to see him go back there? Of course. Is he going to be? I have no idea. Even if he was, I wouldn't want to know, because I would want to be surprised, just like everyone else. If he does come back, I hope he doesn't tell me, and I find out like everyone else. Now, first of all, Jason, if he does go back, I'm sorry, dude, you're going to have to know, because I want you to create the masks, the attires, the accessories, the puppets, anything else he desires, because you're awesome at it. Put that point in. Second of all, I do think it's interesting that, again, he doesn't know. Maybe they haven't even talked about the WWE, because why do they need to? Let's be honest. Now, I would also say that this is Bray Wyatt's story to tell, and not Jason Baker's. He's not going to come out and tell us Windham's secrets, because that's up to him in his way and his time. So let's make that perfectly clear. A lot of people on Twitter are buzzing that The Fiend must be returning. He talked about a surprise. That must mean there's a surprise coming. I really don't think so. I think, first and foremost, Jason Baker is a fan. So he wants to be surprised, just like every one of us. But of course, with it being nearly a year since WrestleMania, where Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, had his last match in the WWE before being released in July, you have to wonder. You really do have to wonder. Could that urge still be there to wrestle? Now, if you're an AEW fan and you're hoping for a Bray Wyatt Windham signing to AEW, I wouldn't rule it out. I don't know the relationship with Windham and the WWE. No one does except him, I assume. So, obviously, that is up in the air. No one knows where he's going to land next. And do you know what? That's, as Jason said, it's a good thing. The surprise of when and if it does happen in AEW or Impact or WWE, that is cool. Now, we know that EC3 and Braun Strowman are starting their own wrestling company, CYN, Control Your Narrative. Could he show up there? Potentially, yes. But when you hear Braun say, answer your phone, anything, I don't know if they're on talking terms at this stage. Again, that's all speculation. We have no idea. But it is an interesting concept to think that potentially there is something in the future for Windham in wrestling. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you hyped about the movie? Let me know. Like the video, share the video, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you as always next time. Peace!